Ladies and gentlemen, feds and degenerates, cuckolds of all ages. Uh-oh. How do I keep... What the hell keeps going on with my reverb? Sorry. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Knocking my damn microphone over. Sorry. Whoa. Hello? Hello? Sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, feds and degenerates, cuckolds of all ages, welcome to Mild's Culture Plate. I'm your host, Mild Kevin Miles. Yes, and it is Wednesday, March 6, 2024, 6 p.m. Central, and you are locked in. We have a huge, I say huge, it is what it is. I'm not that kind of guy. I don't overinflate my estimates here. But here's what we do. We do news stories. We do viral videos. We do crazy talks about relationships and interactions between people. And you are locked in for at least an hour. We are most likely going to go past the hour mark tonight. We have, so one of the things we do every show, I pour myself a whiskey. Anyone who comes in says hi in the chat, as Sanglant86 did over on Rumble. He says, giggity. I give a toast and a shout out. So welcome Sanglant86 and welcome anyone else who's watching. I'm drinking the good stuff tonight. In fact, I'm finishing off my bottle of Tomstown Royal Pendergast Gold. It's a Kansas City local whiskey, 90 proof, 45% by volume, cask finished bourbon. Okay, so that's that. That one's going in the trash. Drinking the Pendergast Gold, drinking the good shit tonight because we are celebrating. And again, I want to reiterate, I wouldn't call myself a Donald Trump supporter, but the fucking wins, man, the MAGA wins over the last few days are just insane. With every bullet they try to throw at Donald Trump, he just keeps winning. And we're going to see a whole bunch of that tonight. We're going to be covering a lot of that. We're going to be doing Gender Crazy of the Week. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff tonight. So I had to reboot my computer, so I might have to restart a lot of the videos that we're going to be watching tonight. But oh yeah, cheers to Sangland86. Cheers, brother. Welcome to the chat. And welcome anyone else. If you want to shout out, feel free to say hello in the chat. So let's go ahead and start with this. This is the first news story of the day. This is breaking news here. Rust armorer Hannah Gutierrez Reed found guilty of involuntary manslaughter in the fatal shooting of Helena Hutchins. Rust armorer Hannah Gutierrez Reed was found guilty on Wednesday of involuntary manslaughter in the fatal... Okay, you just said that. The 26-year-old who was in charge of weapons on the set was also found not guilty of tampering with evidence. In their closing arguments on Wednesday, prosecutors claimed Hannah Gutierrez Reed was ultimately responsible for the weapons and ammo that killed Hutchins when actor Alec Baldwin pulled the trigger while filming a scene for the Western. Quote, I am not here to tell you that Rust Productions did the right thing when they hired a part-time armorer and they asked her to also spend her time doing props, Special Prosecutor Carrie Morrissey told the jury. But on October 21st, this was simply not the case. She had 3 hours in the morning waiting for the camera crew to arrive. She had every opportunity to go through that box of dummies. Okay, so, as we've covered before on this show, we've covered this sort of extensively from Alec Baldwin's standpoint, but I've been loosely following this trial. I really haven't been watching the last couple of days of it, but because there's just too much going on in the news. Which I just remembered yet another news story I did not have brought up, but we'll touch on it for a moment later. But so I haven't really been following the last couple days of this trial, but I did follow at least the prosecution's case. And I was initially on her side. I was on Hannah Gutierrez Reed's side on this because honestly, ultimately I blame Alec Baldwin. We've covered this extensively on this channel. I think Alec Baldwin should fry for this. I think Alec Baldwin is ultimately responsible for the bullet that went through Helena Hutchins' face. I mean, we will see what a jury says because allegedly it's going to go to trial now. Allegedly, he's now been charged. You know, indictments levied, and so like I said, the first week of the Hannah Gutierrez trial, I was on her side for part of it because, yeah, you can't you've got this multi-million dollar production, and ultimately the most important job is the firearms safety person, the armorer. You literally have dozens of weapons on the set, and this is the most important person, and you want them to work part-time, you want them to work by themselves. And there are times when she was just asked to walk away and leave guns out, and she's not in charge. She can't just say no. I mean, granted, there was testimony from another armorer who said, yeah, she should just say no or should just pack up the weapons. I mean, if you're responsible for the weapons, and she was, ultimately, I agree with the jury and the prosecution. She was responsible for the weapons. But, I think everyone going up to the producers, the executive producer, I think everyone involved above her was also responsible for the weapons and the ammunition, for responsible for hiring a competent person, responsible for double checking, for be what do you call it? The buck stops here. If your subordinate isn't doing the right thing, you're ultimately responsible too. I think everyone should have been charged if Hannah Gutierrez was charged. But now she's been found guilty of manslaughter, and I guess we'll have a sentencing hearing coming up. But like I said, I was initially on her side. I didn't think she was guilty. I thought the blame was to be spread around. And then there was testimony from another armorer, and this was the prosecution's expert. They played video of a stuntman just walking around with a shotgun, just barrel pointed up at people's heads as he's walking around, just holding it by the barrel. you know, Again, the same problems I had with Alec Baldwin. I was horrified by this video. And, ultimately, Hannah Gutierrez Reed is like, it was her job to be like, that's unsafe. I'm going to take the gun from you now. Eventually, she does take this rifle from him, and then she holds it under her chin, and you're fucking kidding me. You're fucking kidding me. So, yeah, I'm kind of glad now that she was found guilty because obviously you shouldn't be in that field. You shouldn't be working that kind of a job. Okay. Oh, I have these out of order here. What did I do with that? Okay, here we go. So yesterday was Super Tuesday. And okay, now we're going to get into the headline here, the title story. MAGA wins here. MAGA wins. So here's Google's Super Tuesday. Alaska, Donald Trump won 87%. Was that Alabama? 83.2%. Arkansas, 76.9%. California, 78%. England says one of the few cases where a firearm restriction makes sense. Not that I support it. Yep, yep. And we got Great Liquor in the Rumble chat. Welcome. Welcome, brother. Cheers. Good day to you too, there, mate. All right. Colorado, 63.1%. Now remember, Colorado was what kicked off the whole Supreme Court case. Colorado tried to kick Donald Trump off the ballot. Colorado tried to tell Donald Trump he could not run in the primary, and then ultimately had to back down, and then ultimately was smacked in the face by the Supreme Court. And now Donald Trump has won with more than 60% in Colorado. Let's see, it's Massachusetts, 59.9%. Maine, 72.8. Let's see, what is that? Minnesota, 69.1. North Carolina, 73.9. Oklahoma, 81.8%. Hell yeah, Oklahoma, full MAGA. Tennessee, 77.3. Texas, 77.9. Utah, only 56.6%. Guess Mormons really like Nikki Haley. Virginia, 63.1. And then Vermont. Vermont, what the hell? What the hell, Vermont? 99% reporting. Nikki Haley has 50.2%. So the sweep allegedly didn't happen, but again, only 99% reporting. We'll see what happens when the other 1% comes in, because that's still too close to call, in my opinion. You have Donald Trump now with 1,031 delegates, obviously needing 1,215 to win, but Nikki Haley has suspended her campaign. It sounds like it sounds like she's comparing him to every other president, including the presidents she hates, including Democrats. Like, eh, I wish anyone well who's president. So you know that to me that sounded like a dog whistle to the uh, the war machine. It sounded like a dog whistle to the war machine to me. Like Donald Trump has to earn the war machine vote now. So not only did Donald Trump beat Nikki Haley, not only did MAGA beat Nikki Haley, but the the anti-Israel crowd is super butthurt at Joe Biden. Uncommitted versus Biden, how the protest vote fared on Super Tuesday. North Carolina got uncommitted, got 12.7% of the vote. Massachusetts got 9.3% of the vote. Colorado non-committed got 8.8%. Minnesota 18.9%. There are lots of Somalian Muslims in Minnesota that probably are not happy about our country's policy on Israel. 18.9%. Alabama got 6%, Tennessee 7.8, and Iowa got 3.9% for uncommitted against Joe Biden in the Democrat primary. This is from Axios. So yeah, not only is Donald Trump winning, Biden is losing support of its own far left people because of our country's policy against Israel. And of course, I go to click the oh dear lord, stupid ads. I hate using frickin' Microsoft Edge, but it's the only thing that seems to work with the audio on this, platform, so here we go. Um, oh, and I'm gonna have to bring that up okay, so I'm trying to use OBS, but I'm gonna have to bring that up with Rumble Studio in order to get the audio to work. So here we go. Wait, Great Liquor saying no audio. What? The audio should be working. What the fuck? Better not be trolling me. Oh, yeah, there was no audio on the Nikki Haley clip. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Shit. Let's see. Make sure I got audio. Now that you said that, make sure my audio is working right because we had that whole debacle last little bit ago. What the hell? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so the audio is working on the stream. Okay, I'll replay the Nikki Haley clip because, yeah, you're right. I should have brought that up in Rumble Studio. Okay, we'll do that. Start screen share. Okay, we'll bring up the Nikki Haley clip again. Here we go.
In all likelihood, Donald Trump will be the Republican nominee when our party convention meets in July. I congratulate him and wish him well. I wish anyone well who would be America's president. Our country is too precious to let our differences divide us. I have always been a conservative Republican and always supported the Republican nominee. But on this question, as she did on so many others, Margaret Thatcher provided some good advice when she said, quote, "Never just follow the crowd. Always make up your own mind." It is now up to Donald Trump to earn the votes of those in our party and beyond it who did not support him. And I hope he does that. In all likelihood, Donald Trump will be the
Okay, so like I said, that kind of sounded like a threat that Donald Trump needs to get the War Machine New World Order vote oh, there we go. Okay, so there's that. Here we go. So I've got some friends who were mad at Donald Trump, for not participating in the primary debates. But now that Donald Trump has pretty much locked up the Republican nomination. Cheers, Great Liquor. Thank you. Now that Donald Trump has pretty much locked up the Republican nomination, he offers to debate Biden anytime, anywhere, any place. This is from the Independent, ahead of State of the Union. Now, excuse me. Now, a lot of news outlets are carrying this, so not just the Independent, but Donald Trump vowed to debate Joe Biden anytime, anywhere, any place, despite refusing to debate any of his opponents in the Republican primaries. The one-term president also vowed to conduct a rapid response fact check to all statements made by Mr. Biden during his State of the Union address, claiming it was important for the country to get the truth. The annual State of the Union address will take place on Thursday evening, during which the president will seek to lay out his case for re-election and address a range of pressing issues, both domestic and international. Mr. Biden is also expected to tout his achievements in the White House, allay concerns about his age, and warn the threat to democracy posed by Mr. Trump. His now all but certain rival for the Oval Office in November, all hard right Republicans across the country. As usual, Mr. Trump, who's been charged with 91 criminal counts, took to his social media platform, Truth Social, to post angry messages on Wednesday evening, where he promised a play-by-play correction of the address. It is important for this Donald Trump here. It is important for the good of our country that Joe Biden and I debate issues that are so vital to America and the American people. Therefore, I am calling for debates anytime, anywhere, any place. The debates can be run by the corrupt DNC or their subsidiary, the Commission on Presidential Debates. I look forward to receiving a response. Thank you for your attention to this matter. And then he says, I am pleased to inform you that tomorrow night I'll be doing a live play-by-play of crooked Joe Biden's State of the Union address. I will correct in rapid response any and all inaccurate statements, especially pertaining to the border and his weaponization of the DOJ, FBI, AGs, district attorneys to go after his political opponent, me. Something never done before in this country, the Post read. We did this once before to tremendous success, beating all records. It is important for the country to get the truth. He said in a separate post, it is important for the good of our country that Joe Biden and I debate the issues that are so vital to America and the American people. Therefore, I'm calling for debates anytime, anywhere, any place. Okay, so we just read that one. A rematch between the two men is now almost inevitable following their respective successes on Super Tuesday. Nikki Haley dropped out of the race Wednesday morning. Okay, so we don't need to read the rest of that. Yeah. So we've got our presidential race locked in, and we've got Donald Trump winning. Hang on, I gotta rearrange some of these windows here. Okay, so not only is Trump winning the political race for president, this week also seen him win his Supreme Court challenge to stay on state ballots, 9-0 in the Supreme Court. And the left wing is losing their fucking minds. They cannot believe that 3 liberal justices, Kagan, Sotomayor, and Ketanji Brown Jackson, also voted to slap down Colorado's attempt to take Donald Trump off the ballot. Now, we've talked a little bit about this Trump ballot challenge in the 14th Amendment. And, there have been other legal YouTubers such as Robert Govea, Nick Rekieta, Uncivil Law. There are lots of legal YouTubers who have also. Hang on, I think I dropped a vape somewhere. Digging in my pockets looking for it. Okay, there it is. Woot! So if you want a further in-depth look at the Colorado case and what they were claiming and the Supreme Court ruling, yeah, definitely go check out some of those YouTubers. They've been covering it pretty well. But in the last few days, there's been, since the Supreme Court ruling last day or two, people are losing their fucking minds, especially the left wing, because they just cannot believe that federal government court justices of the Supreme Court would rule so strongly in favor of the federal government retaining the kind of power they're talking about and not just handing it to the states, which, so here's, again, there are several articles. I'm going to show one here right now from the Daily News, New York Daily News, 5 takeaways in Supreme Court's ruling to keep Trump on 2024 ballot by Dave Goldinier. Gotta love when they have gold in the last name. Trump will be on the ballot in 2024 everywhere. States cannot use the 14th Amendment to bar candidates for federal offices. 4 justices dispute the conclusion that only Congress can enforce insurrection clause in future elections. Okay, let's pause that right there and let's flip over to Google and check out the 14th Amendment. I guess this is Bing. Let's check out the 14th Amendment. Constitution annotated. Okay, so you got the 14th Amendment. Now, in this lawsuit, Section 3 is what they're talking about. No person shall be a senator or representative in Congress or elector of the president and vice president or hold any office, civil or military, under the United States, and blah, 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 shall have engaged in insurrection or rebellion against the same, meaning the Constitution of the United States, or given aid or comfort to the enemies thereof. but Congress may by 2/3 vote of each house remove such disability. Okay. So everyone since the beginning of this has been analyzing every word of Section 3. Every word that I just mentioned. They've been analyzing what each one of those words mean in relation to January 6th, to Donald Trump running for president again. And ultimately, the Supreme Court said, yeah, fuck Section 3. Look at Section 5. Congress shall have the power to enforce, by appropriate legislation, the provisions of this article. Right there. It's Congress's power, not the state of Colorado, not the state of Maine. It's Congress's power. So let's go back to this here. Okay, so we got that. And so, of course, yeah, let's read that little subsection. The court's 3 liberal justices issued a fiery dissent disputing the 5-judge majority's contention that the only way for a candidate accused of being an insurrectionist to be barred from ballot would be for Congress to pass legislation. Folks, what did I just read? Oh, here it is. Congress shall have the power to enforce the provision of this article. Their concurring opinion suggested that the Supreme Court could bar a presidential candidate under the 14th Amendment if that person had been categorically found to have participated in insurrection, perhaps by his or her own admission. Okay. Has Donald Trump ever admitted to participating in an insurrection? The liberals also slammed the court for going beyond what was required to decide the matter at hand, a key judicial principle that the top court's conservative majority has regularly invoked in recent rulings, including its controversial decision to overturn Roe versus Wade. Conservative Justice Amy Coney Barrett agreed with the legal point made by the 3 liberals, but declined to join their opinion. She decried the stridency of their concurring opinion. Okay. So the other 2 points here of these 5 key points that New York Daily News said, the ruling sidesteps whether Trump led an insurrection on January 6th. Well, again, they're saying that's for Congress to decide, right? If their whole point is to say Congress gets to decide, then why would they take up deciding whether or not it happened? It's not a court matter. It's a congressional matter. And then here we go. The last point, few tea leaves for Trump presidential immunity case. Basically, they're saying, well, you can't really say that this 9-0 ruling is going to affect Trump's immunity case that is also on its way to the Supreme Court. Okay. So you have all those wins. But here's another win. Oh, nope, that's still that. Here, let me try this. Okay, so here's another win. And that here's Donald Trump's opposition in the general election.
I have a lot of questions. I better not start the questions. I'll get in trouble.
I better not start the questions. I'll get in trouble. Now, I want you to watch very carefully the next 10 seconds. Watch his face, and I'm going to do some freeze frames. I want you to watch it very carefully. How serious his face turns after saying that. Biden's cognitive decline and the idea that Biden's being controlled, right, have been conspiracy theories since the beginning of his term. But I want you to pay real close attention to how serious his face gets here and how depressed this man looks after saying something like that. I'll get in trouble if I answer questions.
What's your message for Super Tuesday voters? Everyone, please move this way. Super Tuesday said, do you have a message for voters? Thanks, come on.
Look at that.
Thank you all.
The man looks like he's about to fucking squirt tears, man. He looks like he's about to squirt tears. And then he mumbles something with the microphone while hiding the microphone underneath. Is this man our president? Is this man in charge? Is this man in control of our country, or are people in control of him? Are people in control of him? So I'm going to revisit this story. Sangline 86 says it could be gas. Yeah, maybe. Maybe he just shit himself. I mean, anything's possible, right? I'm kind of overanalyzing here. I will admit I'm overanalyzing. But there's something fishy going on. Whatever it is. We don't know. Okay, so here's a story that we covered a few weeks back, and we're just kind of revisit it here. And okay, well, I should have. Okay, there we go. Charges dropped mid-trial in Hotel California case. Don Henley plans to fight on. Now, again, if you don't remember, if you weren't here a couple weeks back when we covered this, so when the Eagles wrote the song Hotel California, the lyrics were on a notepad. And that notepad has since resurfaced by collectors trying to make money off of it. And members of the Eagles, including Don Henley, have said that that the people who took the notepad obtained it illegally. And there were charges pressed, and now there's been a court case. And now the court case has now been dropped. The charges were dropped mid-trial. So from the start, the case was highly unusual. A criminal prosecution centered on the disputed ownership of a cache of hand-drafted lyrics to Hotel California and other Eagles hits. Its end was even more unexpected. In the middle of the trial, New York's prosecutors abruptly dropped their case Wednesday against 3 collectibles experts who'd been accused of scheming to hang on to and peddle the pages, which Eagles co-founder Don Henley maintained were stolen private artifacts of the band's creative process. In explaining the stunning turnabout, the prosecutors agreed that defense lawyers had essentially been blindsided by 6,000 pages of communications involving Henley and his attorneys and associates. Prosecutors and the defense got the material only in the past few days after Henley and his lawyers apparently made a late-in-the-game decision to waive attorney-client privilege, shielding the discussions. These delayed disclosures revealed relevant information that the defense... Come on, ads. AP, what the hell? Can we not? Can we not have an ad that takes up 9/10 of the screen? Oh, dear Lord. Where does the article continue? The article continues. Come on now. How do I get rid of this ad? There. Wait. Nope. What the hell? Go away. Well then. Let me try refreshing the page here. Okay. Fucking ads everywhere. Oh my God, it's back. Oh, how the sausage is made. You all love it. You all love it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how to minimize this ad. There's no X. There's no way to scroll past it. It's just half the screen. AP, you're broken. Okay, through their lawyers, the defendants contended they were rightful owners of the pages. Okay, wait a minute, where we go? Okay, these delayed disclosures revealed relevant information that the defense should have had the opportunity to explore. When Henley and other prosecution witnesses testified late last month, the district attorney told the court. District Attorney Aaron Genandes. With that, rare books dealer Glenn Horowitz, the former Rock and Roll Hall of Fame coordinator Craig Incardi, and rock and roll memorabilia seller Edward Kosinski were cleared of all charges. They had included conspiracy to criminally possess stolen property. And yeah, okay. So we kind of talked about the rest of that. But yeah, these three men have now had their charges dropped, and they are free now to own and peddle the Eagles' 1970s draft writings of their lyrics. Oh, okay, yeah. All right. So, in another sort of interesting development, if you go ride the subways in New York, you might just encounter National Guard troops. Oh, here we go. Sorry, I keep doing that wrong. I'm not used to using OBS again.
I'm redeploying nearly 1,000 members of the New York State Police, MTA Police, and MTA National Guard to conduct bag checks in the city's busiest transits. They'll start seeing them at the tables, making sure that weapons are not being brought in, working in concert with our New York State Police, as well as our NYPD. Because no one heading to their job or to visit family or to go to a doctor appointment should worry that the person sitting next to them possesses a deadly weapon. Point one.
Okay, so that's that. So they're worried about weapons on the subway. They're worried about weapons on the subway. But, you know, instead of addressing the wave of crime in New York City, instead of addressing all the problems that New York City's having with, you know, migration, with the criminals they are charging being then given no bail and released back into the public. Instead of that, let's just put National Guard on the trains and in the train stations checking people for weapons. Because, you know, pat downs and Fourth Amendment violations of people just trying to get to work are the answer to, you know, just letting criminals run amongst us. Fun times. Fun times. So, yeah, stay the hell out of New York and the big cities. Okay, so let's get into the viral videos of the day, shall we? Let's try to make it a little more lighthearted. You know, even though we're still cheering and celebrating all the MAGA victories, hell yeah. Let's get into people that I dislike. So here's a clip from the Whatever podcast.
If you meet someone new, you're sexting. If you send them a video of your like prior sex tapes with other partners,
Don't do this. Don't ever fucking do this. Don't send anyone that you like. Don't send anyone that you respect a video of you having sex with someone. Just don't do it.
typically find that hot.
Yeah. I've actually
I don't know. I
never-
think at that
never
point it's the
Really.
watching
What?
together that's weird.
Wait,
No, yeah.
sorry. The
knew
new
that happens.
upcoming boyfriend would be stoked on viewing,
I had that happen. Yes.
and you think most men would feel
Yeah.
that way?
Yep.
Most men would be stoked on seeing videos
Yes.
of their soon-to-be girlfriend having sex with other men.
Yeah.
Look, this might be a generation gap thing because, you know, now my generation, we grew up with the internet, but it was harder to take videos and photographs. You know, we really didn't have digital cameras until I was well into my 20s. I mean, they existed, but they weren't widely available. They weren't widely used until I was well into my 20s. And so this idea of just taking a picture and sending it to someone, or taking a picture and uploading it somewhere and then sharing it, or taking a video of yourself having sex with someone, you know, that was a very private thing. That was a very that was a very intimate process, right? And if you broke up, you didn't want to have that shit laying around. You didn't want that on your social media. You didn't want that in your phone. You know, even if you did. And so this new generation where everyone's got nudes, everyone's got naked pictures of themselves somewhere on the internet. This idea that you're trying to attract a partner and you want them to see you being intimate with someone else is fucking horrifying to me. Like I don't care. Like I know my partner's not a virgin, right? I know my partner's done some kinky shit before she met me. But to be face to face with that intimacy, like no, that's my intimacy now. Like that's mine. And while I'm definitely a person, I've given some saying that says maybe glad to have the warning. Maybe. But again, here's the thing. The Whatever podcast, they always have corn stars on there, right? They have the OnlyFans broads on there, right? And so this definitely isn't a lot of women, but this is definitely. And look, I give the Whatever podcast a lot of shit on this show because these aren't normal conversations between men and women, but it does give us insight into this next generation of girls who are going into OnlyFans, of girls who think that this type of behavior is okay, and it gives us kind of an insight of what this next generation of women think and feel about the way men view them. And so I do kind of, you could take a little bit from the Whatever podcast. I give them a lot of shit because they amplify this shitty women behavior. And maybe I'm guilty of doing that too by putting this shit on here. But like I was saying, ultimately, look, I'm not a person who believes that in a relationship you should be, I don't like the ownership. I don't like how committed couples use ownership kind of language like that, in yeah, I say my partner, but a lot of people take it, to an extreme. That's my man. And a lot of guys like to believe that they're able to control their partner's brain. Ultimately that shit backfires. The jealousy backfires. And the kind of controlling nature. Ultimately, you want to believe your partner just loves you enough not to cheat, that you don't have to. Like, if you have to check your girl's phone to see if she cheated, then chances are you're already in the danger zone. Like, even if she hasn't cheated, if you feel you have to check her phone, like, you're already in the danger zone. You might as well just break up. And I've definitely been there. But anyway, let's finish listening to what this chick has to say.
Maybe
person
once
I
you
talked to
actually
like
start
that.
to get into a relationship, you won't like it
You
anymore.
win the Whatever
Man.
podcast.
Okay, I don't think I'm saying anything that crazy. If you
So she thinks because he's not in a long-term relationship that he doesn't get to have an opinion of this, and that his opinion is invalid. Okay. So again, let's look at the other side of that coin that I was just talking about. Let's look at the other side of that coin.
I have an equal partner. I don't have to make him a list. I have an equal partner. I don't have to ask him to help with things around the house. I have an equal partner.
Okay.
He knows how to shop at the grocery store without pictures. I have an equal partner. He doesn't expect me.
Okay, so it sounds like what she's hinting at is kind of similar to what I was just talking about. You don't have to micromanage your partner and hover over your partner and control everything they do. Fuck, I'm down for it. But when she just said something like, he can go, wait, what was that? What was that last one? He knows how to shop at the grocery store without pictures. Well, I know how. But, sometimes it's like if I'm at the grocery store by myself, it's like, oh, yeah, you like this brand, but what flavor? I forget, and You know, it's like the whole meme. Hey, what's your pussy size? Right? When it shows the husband buying tampons. Hey, what's your pussy size? You know, yeah, dudes know how to shop without pictures, but sometimes it's helpful. And what's the problem with helping your partner
Grocery
out?
store without pictures. I have an equal partner. He doesn't expect me to handle everything alone. I have an equal partner. He plans
Okay.
date nights without me having to beg for it. I have an equal partner. He does his own laundry. I have an
Okay, plans date nights without you having to beg for it. But you know, when you're in the mood to do something, do you ask him at least?
equal partner. He makes his own appointments. I have an equal partner. My stocking has never been empty.
Okay, so a lot of these are fucking petty, right? A lot of these are petty. Okay, so he makes his own appointments. Okay, but if he's busy one day and he really needs an appointment, are you willing to? Like I think that's the question here. It's like, yes, he does all these things because he's a fucking grown ass man. But if for some reason something were to happen and it was more convenient for you to do it, would you do it?
I have an equal partner.
Or
He
are you
makes the
just
kids'
fucking
lunches in the
selfish?
morning.
He makes
I have an
kids
equal
lunches.
partner. He makes and takes their son to his therapy appointments.
Oh, their
equal
son's in
partner.
therapy.
He does-
Oh, their son's in therapy. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes they need it. Okay. I'm not going to prejudge. Sometimes kids need therapy, but oof. He doesn't believe that just because he
doesn't
goes to
believe that
work.
just because he goes to work, he shouldn't have to do anything when he gets home. I have an equal partner. He takes genuine interest in me.
Some days you shouldn't have to do anything when you get home. Some days, if you worked your ass off at work, it's like, yeah, I know we got shit to do, but you know what? It's gonna have to fucking wait till tomorrow, or you're gonna have to pick up some slack because I just had an ass kicking day. And like, she's not saying that she fucking goes to work. And so this idea that, oh, well, I had the kids all day, so now it's your turn. No, I've been fucking working all day. We can share the kids or we can share the responsibilities. And if I had an ass kicking day, and vice versa, if you had an ass kicking day with the kids where you had to drive them all over town and do fucking crazy shit, and you come home and my day at work was a light load, sure, I'll take on some of that. But you get the point of an equal partner. The point of equal anything is not equality. It's having an equal chance to speak up and be the person who's a little needy or be the person who's willing to sacrifice. It's those equal opportunities that's actually having an equal partner. But this idea that I have an equal partner because he has as many responsibilities as I do. No.
And my interests. I have an equal partner. He knows how to fold towels. I have an equal
Okay.
partner. He takes our kids to bed and knows their teachers' names. I have an equal partner.
Takes our kid to bed and knows their teachers' names. I don't know what those things have to do with each other. That sounds a little creepy to me.
He doesn't make me feel bad if I'm not in the mood.
Wait a minute. But you not being in the mood might make him feel bad. How's that equal? How's that equal?
I have an equal partner. He acknowledges and appreciates what I do and tells me that often. I have an
Okay, but not being in the mood doesn't acknowledge what he does.
equal partner. He does basic adult tasks without being asked.
Okay. What's your fucking point? And yeah, these women, this stuff is just insanity. So yeah, I had to break that down a little bit. And now here's yet another example of a relationship where jealousy has taken over. Check this shit out. Pranking my girl, acting like I'm another woman in our house. My bro, you dressed as a woman. England says, how much time does he waste on TikTok? Yeah, the lady's husband, the lady's equal partner. Yeah, probably a lot. Pranking my girl, acting like I'm another woman in our house. First of all, look, dude, if you're gonna put, I'm totally cross-dressing as a prank. Look, I'm not gonna lie. There was a time when I was like 13, 14. I thought it'd be funny to dress as a girl. Wasn't really that funny in retrospect. I regretted doing it. But if you're a grown-ass man and you think it's funny to record yourself in a mini skirt and wig, bro. And so now let's see her reaction to this strange woman in her house.
Baby, it's me.
You chose violence. You fucking chose violence.
It's me. God. You just, baby, it's me.
Why are you so childish?
Baby, it's a prank.
Bro.
It's a prank. Why did you actually go in on me? Oh my God. Baby, it's a prank.
It's a prank to wear women's clothes.
Stop. It's a prank.
And agitate your jealous wife.
It's me. It's me.
Oh my God. Literally, that is beat your butt.
Chill.
How does your butt look so good in that?
Does it?
Oh my God, you literally about made me pass out.
Baby.
This is astonishing.
At least I know you about it. At least I know you about it.
You about it?
So that makes you
Really?
think you should have done
Getting
it.
violent?
Well, maybe that's what I did. I wanted to really say.
What if that really hurt you?
You wouldn't have.
Your face is red.
I know. You clocked
Thank God
me.
she doesn't carry a gun, right? Thank God she doesn't carry a gun.
Come here.
Could you fucking imagine? Could you fucking imagine if she carried a gun? She would have blew his fucking head off. She would have blew his fucking head off. Okay, let's do this. Let's move this over here. Let's move this over here. Okay, let's do this. Let's do the gender crazy of the week segment. We'll do the gender crazy of the week segment here. All right, folks, let's do this. Let's do these videos here. Let's check out the crazy people. This is from @TrooneyTunes on Twitter. What is gender fay?
Hi everyone, my name is Bunny. I use bun pronouns.
Bunny uses bun pronouns. And what's up with this fucking voice? I have to know what's up with this fucking voice.
I identify as gender fay. What does being gender fay mean? Gender fay is a type of non-binary gender fluid identity.
Non-binary gender fluid, a type of non-binary gender fluid identity. So not just non-binary, but fluid identity.
That ranges between agender and feminine with no feelings of masculinity. There is no single set point. It can move around. There are associated identities that are in that family.
Okay, so yeah, there is no masculinity. No masculinity. No masculinity. Okay. Oh, damn it. Now I got to turn this thing off. Oh, shit. Sorry. Messing with the thing here.
There's gender fawn, which is
gender
similar,
fawn.
but never encompasses feelings of femininity. There's gender fair, which is a form of gender fluidity that never encompasses completely, entirely being male. So there
never encompasses completely being male.
Are feelings of masculinity. It's just not identifying as male. Then there is gender.
So non-binary isn't good enough. Now we have sub-non-binary fairy, fae, fair. Okay.
Gender floor, which is a form that never encompasses male, female, masculine, feminine. It is a type of gender fluidity that only encompasses agender or non-binary
Yeah, we we call this one androgynous. What's wrong with the word androgynous?
Identities. And there we have the gender fay family of identities. Hi, everyone. My name is Bunny.
Yeah, fuck your heart. Fuck your heart. Oh, God. So you have now been educated on the fey identities. The fey identities. Okay, so this next clip is from the Jebra Fauché and Clown World Twitter accounts. Oh, damn it.
I think I can speak on behalf of a lot of other trans people when I say this. If we're having a conversation and you're like, that's crazy, man / dude / bro. And
Cool story, bro. Hey, we got Shut Up I Can Cook. We got Shut Up I Can Cook over on YouTube. Welcome. Cheers. Welcome. Good seeing you in the chat. Once again, drinking the good stuff tonight. Kansas City's own Tomstown Pendergast Gold bourbon. Anyway, cheers. And then Sangla says plasma. See, trying to figure out what that's in response to. Oh yeah, the Fey Fairy. Okay, yeah. Crazy.
And I'm like, hey, please don't call me man. And you're like, oh no, I say it to everybody. I say it gender neutrally.
He's a dude. She's a dude. Good burger. He's a dude. She's a dude. We're all dudes. Hey, you're not down with the good burger, man. You gotta be down with the good burger.
Thanks. I didn't ask if you said it gender neutrally. I said, please don't call me man.
Okay.
I think I can speak on behalf.
Okay. Please don't talk to me, motherfucker. Right? Right? If it's wrong for me to call you man, then it's wrong for you to even fucking address me. Okay, so this next one is frightening. This one's from Libs of TikTok. This person is a school teacher. This person is a school teacher.
Does my daughter attend this school's LGBTQ club? What's her name? Hannah Watson? No.
Hawthorne Middle School.
No one named Hannah Watson attends the LGBTQ club. Call down and check, please. Hi, Ms. Grayson. Does a Hannah Watson attend your LGBTQ club?
Oh. Did you see that? Did you see that? Okay, hang on. Shut Up I Can Cook says, tell Sanglant I better not catch him. Okay. Sanglant, Cookie better not catch you. Okay, so let's go back a couple seconds. Hannah is her dead name. She goes by Quinn here. Her mom is anti-LGBTQ. So then she goes on.
Okay, thank you. Well, no one by the name of Hannah Watson attends the LGBTQ club.
No one by the name of Hannah. So again, because you're not calling this person Quinn, because you're not calling your daughter Quinn, her LGBT name that she made up. Yeah, she's not there.
Fine. Have you checked the Bible study club? That's where she's supposed to be. She's probably there. Why don't you head down there and I'll buzz you in? Okay. Ms. Grayson, send Quinn to the room where the Bible study meets.
Her. See, she just said her. Okay, she said daughter. She said her. If you got a dead name, why are you using the same gender pronouns? You fucked up. You fucked up. You just used the same damn gender pronoun her mom used.
Mom is heading down there right now. Does my daughter attend this?
Okay. So basically, it's a teacher admitting to lying to parents about their child's participation in LGBTQ madness. Okay. So we're getting close to the end of the show. We got two real quick videos I'm going to do a couple breakdowns of here. First off, we have this British motherfucker. Let's see. I just did something. I don't know what I did. Okay, so this is also from Jebra Fauché on X. Why is this doing this now? Oh dear Lord. What happened? Okay, I think I fixed it. Let's try this. Okay, there we go.
America.
5 reasons America is stupid. You gotta love when Brits think they have us pinned down. Let's see what this gentleman has to say about America.
Your name, the United States. Oh, so united, except for your laws, your taxes, your politics, your rights, your views, your weather, your news, your fashion, your culture, your time zones. But yeah, apart from that, you're practically one.
Okay, you're in the European Union. Are you telling me every nation in the European Union is fucking exactly aligned on every aspect of society? You call yourself the United Kingdom, and yet you have people in Ireland, in Scotland, who feel like they are subjects of an oppressive government who conquered them. And we're not going to get into all the bullshit about racism, sexism, etc. But yeah, this is a pot calling kettle black shit, right? Number 2.
The 2, the guns. America is seemingly the only country in the world where the right to bear arms, given by a piece of paper written in the 18th century by a bunch of wooden-toothed pissheads, is more important than the right to not be shot in the face.
Okay. So I'll say it for the people in the back. The right to not be shot in the face is an extension of the right to not be assaulted by another person. And that right includes the right to defend yourself against such people, and therefore having your own gun to shoot the motherfucker who's trying to shoot you in the face is ultimately part of the right to not be shot in the fucking face.
School. Number 3, your laws. At 18, you can vote, go to war, adopt a family of 3, but the responsibility of drinking, smoking, or gambling, you're simply 3 years too young.
Okay, now that I agree with him. On both accounts. Like, I think it should be flipped. I think you should be 21 to join the military and 21 to vote and join the military, and then 18 for the smoking, drinking, and all the other shit.
Number 4, your celebrity culture. In other countries, conspiring murderers, killers, con men, and sex pests are often put in jail and never mentioned again.
Really? The motherfucker with the royal family in charge of his country, the royal fucking family in charge of his country, is going to lecture Americans about their celebrity culture and the sex pests. Motherfucker, point your finger at Prince Andrew before you point it across the Atlantic.
America, they're giving their own Netflix series 20 million Instagram followers, a brand deal to sell merch, and sometimes made president. And number 5, your words. You found the word pavement needed instructions.
Yes, because there's a difference between the pavement in the street, the pavement in the parking lot, and the pavement in the fucking sidewalk.
Naming it to sidewalk. You change torch to flashlight.
Again, yes, there's a difference between a torch and a flashlight. Now you got these crack lighters that are called torches. Yeah, torches usually have a flame.
After I imagine you shone yours at a pile of sticks for hours and were confused as to why they weren't burning. And
Really? You think people don't understand how electricity works in the United States? Again, confession through projection.
It's not just English, because in science, despite being very clearly a liquid, you rename petrol to gas.
Which is short for gasoline. Gasoline. It's not gas. We didn't shorten it. It's gasoline. It's a substance. Why? Because petrol is short for petroleum, which means oil, which means a bunch of products come from petroleum, not just gasoline, motherfucker. Petroleum is fucking oil, not gas.
These are the top.
Okay, so that's that asshole. Sorry. All right. One last video to break down, and then we'll call it an evening. But first, I want to tell you I'm going to try my goddamn best to make it tomorrow night to stream the State of the Union address. I'm going to try my damnedest to stream the State of the Union address. And also, I want you folks to keep a lookout. So I'm going to tell you, I usually do this at the end of the show, but we're going to do one last video after this. Down in the comment section should be links to my YouTube, my Facebook, my Twitter, all those social media, my locals, my Rumble. Yeah. All those links should be down in the description of this video. Follow me so that way you'll know if there's a stream tomorrow night. And I'm putting together a concept for a bonus stream where I'm going to try to rant for 30 minutes to an hour. Not sure how long it's going to be, but I'm going to rant for 30 minutes to an hour on dignity and shame. So I kind of did a little stream on shame a while back, but now I've really expanded my thoughts on this, and I really want to talk about dignity. Yes, Sanglant. Yes, we also invented gasoline. Yes. Okay, and then Shut Up and Cook's upset that I cussed. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I love you, Cookie, and I love my audience, and I always take suggestions, but I'm going to cuss. Okay, so let's do this one last video. Okay, so this is from a Mary King on X. This is going to be an interesting video. Let's and I've watched like maybe 10 seconds of it, and I thought, okay, well, no, this seems like something I might want to talk about on my show. So I didn't really watch much of it. So let's check this out. Okay, and of course, the internet's gonna. Hello. Well then. Did my whole internet die? Is my computer froze? Okay, folks. So here's the thing. I had to record another farewell video. It looks like Rumble's had some instability issues over the last few days. It appears that Rumble and Rumble Studio both blew up on me. So once again, I want to thank everybody for coming. Check me out tomorrow night. I'm going to try to stream the the State of the Union address, and keep your eye out. Like I was saying, keep your eye out, because I'm going to be doing a special stream on shame and dignity. Shame and dignity. Sorry, a little distracted trying to manage all these things at once. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a stream on shame and dignity. Please click that like button. Please share me around. Take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. Outlast the haters. Don't get any on you. Rub that shit in real good. See you next time on Miles Culture Plate. Good night, everybody. Peace.